Hello, Tony. Where are we off to?
We're going to Vancouver, BC.
Well, not quite that far. We're going to Olympic National Park. We're going to Port Angeles. So we're going through downtown on I-5 right now. And it's a 4.5 hour drive, so it'll be a little bit. Anyway, Tony's driving.
Kaylee cannot drive here. Not a good driver.
Tony won't let me drive in Washington. He said the drivers are too scary there, so.
No, Caitlin is a bad driver.
Okay, and with that, we'll just say goodbye. So we're stopping at the rest area. Where are we, Tony?
The rest area.
No, I mean like in Washington.
Caitlin need to pee, so we'll have to stop at.
Yeah, we made it just past Vancouver, and Tony needs to go to the bathroom. No surprise there. Okay, goodbye. So we are stopped here for a minute on the Olympic Peninsula, looking out at the water. Hey, Tony.
I'm gonna pee into the water too.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, it's pretty nice actually. It's been kind of rainy, but we kind of came up far enough north and the sun has peeked out and it's really quite lovely. It's not a bad drive at all. So we made it to Port Angeles, and it's kind of cool coming down this road. You have a nice view of the ocean. And yeah, it's just kind of a nice, cute little town. There's Tony. We checked in at our cabin. We'll have to take another video to show you what it looks like.
This looks like a Newport.
Yeah, a little bit.
Astoria a little bit too.
Yeah. It's a little rainy today, but I think it's supposed to clear up when we actually head out to the park and stuff. But yeah, so far so good. So here's our little cabin that we rented. It's really cute, and they have a little picnic table and just kind of nice. You're pretty secluded, like all around you is pretty much just like trees and stuff like that. So yeah, it's pretty nice. So this is the inside of the cabin. It's really nice. It's got a little couch, a little fireplace, TV, and then it has a little table area. Then over here is like a little nook thing, and then there's like a tiny little space up there that you could like maybe put a small child to sleep. Then in here's the kitchen and the bathroom. Then back here is the bedroom, so pretty nice. And then out in the back here, they have a little like porch patio thing, which is also like very just kind of secluded. They have a grill, but just kind of like trees all around you. The cabin is kind of tucked away, so it's kind of nice. Good morning. We're heading out on our first day, going up to Hurricane Ridge, so we're gonna go into the park. You excited, Tony?
Yeah. Kathleen woke up early today.
Yep. So did Tony. Wow. So looks like we're gonna be entering the park here in a minute. You can see the sign. There we go.
In 800 feet, slight right onto Hurricane Ridge Road.
Hello, Tony. So we just made it up to the visitor center, Hurricane Ridge Visitor Center.
We're ready to go home.
How was the drive?
It was very easy.
Yeah.
There's no tax on National Park Pass too.
Yeah, we got a National Park Pass. It's really pretty up here. Nice sunny day. So it's all good. So we're hiking up Hurricane Ridge Trail, and it's really quite beautiful. It's a little steep, so we just got through a pretty steep section. Hopefully there is no more. super steep sections. So we're just taking a short break and then we'll continue on.
So we're at the top of Hurricane Ridge.
Yep, we made it up here. Kind of climbed into the clouds. But yeah, it was a little steep up here, wasn't it, Tony?
Yes, it was rough. It's very foggy up here.
Yeah. Okay, so we are looking at the map now, and we just did this Hurricane Hill hike. And so we're at 5,757 feet. And you can definitely tell it's a little hard to breathe up here. So you can see our kind of where we started and the hike that we did. We came across some deer.
Yep.
Little family of deer. See the mama.
It's a
and
weird looking deer too.
they're like black-tailed deers. So we're on kind of just this like mini trail off of the Hurricane Ridge Visitor Center, and it's pretty. See, you're kind of in the clouds. It's kind of cool. And then right over there, it peeks through the little hill. I think we hiked up over there earlier on our big hike. Okay, so we're leaving Hurricane Ridge, and literally this fog just moved in, and it's like super foggy. So we're glad that we were here when it was nice and clear, because there's a nice view here that you would not be able to see if it was like this. So we're gonna head back down the mountain and head back into Port Angeles.
Seafood.
Yeah, we're gonna go get some good seafood, hopefully. So we made a little stop here at this sort of outlook, and kind of straight in front of us is Victoria, Canada. And then you can kind of see the town of Port Angeles. We stumbled on another little family of deer. They're
Maybe it's the
everywhere in
same
this
family.
park. Maybe, I don't know.
It's
Kinda-
barbecue then.
Oh man. So we came to a seafood restaurant for lunch, and we have a really beautiful view of the ocean, and there's a boat. We just got our food, and I got fish and chips, and Tony got a crab melt, I think, and he's in the bathroom. But yeah, it looks good. So Tony gave in, and we got a cupcake from this local bakery. It's called That Takes the Cake, but we got Death by Chocolate, and it's super good. Here, we kind of already bought. We already started eating it, but there you go. Super good.
It's like Costco muffin adding chocolate on it.
Yeah, kind of. Okay, so we're at the Dungeness. What is this? Dungeness, like,
Refugee area.
refugee area. We just took the long trail not by accident. The sign said to go that way. But anyway, it's very pretty. So we made it down to the ocean. And it's pretty cool. Here's like the kind of all the sand and the driftwood. And then the ocean. And Tony's feet got maybe a little wet, but his shoes are waterproof, so he'll be fine. And then over there, you can't really see it, but Canada's over that direction. And then over on this direction is Washington. So pretty cool. Okay, so we were gonna go to the Hoh Rainforest this morning, and we get there and there's probably like an hour plus wait, because apparently they have this tiny little parking lot.
I needed to pee so bad.
That is true. I needed to pee really bad. But anyway, so we just decided, it's probably not worth it. We're going to go to the Quinault Rainforest, which is pretty much the same thing tomorrow. So we were driving back, but I had to pee real bad. So we went off onto this kind of side road, and we found this kind of river area. So we're just going to hang out here for a few minutes and then probably head back on our trail and head up to the lake. But yeah, this water is just beautiful blue, and It's just like really nice today. It's nice and sunny actually. It's like super sunny. But anyway, there's a little trail. You can't really see it, but a little trail kind of coming down here. So anyway, pretty good. So we decided to hang out at this little, we're just kind of a dead end road, and there's like a couple small trails. So hang out a little more here, and it's just very pretty. Like the river is running through, and you got all the rocks and the trees, and so yeah, just super nice area that we're just gonna kind of explore a little bit. So we're driving back to Lake Crescent, and we're driving through the small little town of Forks, Washington.
Okay, we're in the Lake Crescent.
Lake Crescent.
Lake Crescent.
We're by Lake Crescent, and we're gonna hike over to Marymere Falls. So it's our first real hike of the day. We had our little hike earlier, but our first big hike.
Okay.
So we made it to Marymere Falls. So it's really tall. It's not a super big waterfall, but it goes down a really long ways. Kind of cool. Yeah, there's a person down there. Kind of get an idea of how big it is. What do you think, Tony?
It's good. It's a nice hike.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we finished our hike at Marymere Falls, and we're back at the lake. So kind of, you can see it's real pretty here. It's like kind of cuts through the valley. And then here you can kind of see it's very clear water, very kind of blue shimmery. And then over there is the lodge that we just went into. Okay, so we made it to Solduck Valley, and we're gonna be hiking the Solduck Falls Trail. So just got started on that. Very pretty, very green. You can kind of see the mountains too in the background. You can tell you're in the valley, so really pretty. So we just hiked to Solduck Falls, and we're sitting on a little bench here. Well, a log really. We came up on the Lover's Lane Trail, but just to kind of sit down and take a little break before we head back. So yeah, this waterfall was a lot cooler than the first one that we saw. It was a lot bigger, and it kind of was like 3 different falls, so pretty cool. But it was a nice hike. It wasn't too rough, and it was just under a mile, so it was pretty good. So yeah, take a little break and then we'll head back. So we're headed out of Port Angeles, and we changed our minds on what we're gonna do today. We were originally gonna go to the beach and go to the rainforest and stuff like that, but we're kind of tired, and yeah, we just don't really, it's a really long drive home too with all those stops. So instead we're gonna drive to Seattle, and we're gonna go have some Chinese food and maybe go do a couple things around Seattle. So we're just gonna change it up a little bit. You know, we've been out in nature. We're gonna go see the city. So Tony's driving. I told him he has to drive in Seattle because I can't do it. But anyway, we're leaving Port Angeles. It's pretty nice. It's a little foggy. It's kind of a mix, but yeah, it's been pretty good so far. It was nice to go to the park. Did you like it, Tony?
Yeah, Seattle's gonna be more fun than the park.
Oh, good grief. Be different. They'll be different from each other. But anyway, we stopped at a little the only really public access viewpoint we could find. It's real pretty right here. This is kind of that inland part, and you see the islands kind of across, and you can't see it in the video, but way out there you can kind of see a mountain. I'm not exactly sure what mountain it is, but yeah, it's real pretty. So we just made it into Seattle. It wasn't too bad of a drive. You could see all the buildings, and now the trees are blocking me. So maybe, there you go, now you can see it. You can see the Space Needle and everything from here. So yeah, we're doing pretty good, but it looks like we're gonna run into some traffic right here, which kind of makes sense because we're coming right into the city now. So hopefully it's not too bad.
It's good.
Came to UW right before we left. Tony's repping. But it's pretty cool. You can see Mount Rainier from their fountain. Real pretty.